Hi everybody, this is Tenacious Earl, and I'm going to try and get the cut round in here for my Sawgrass Championship, which is the equivalent on the Tenacious Golf Tour of the PGA's Players Championship. So this is a mini major, is what we would call it here. A significantly higher purse, 9 million quid as opposed to 6 million quid. I don't know what we're going to guess dollars. This is an invitational tournament as well, which means the way I'm doing it in this phase, in this season, is that the top 144 money winners so far, or not money winners, point earners, Tenacious Cup points, the top 144 make the field for this. So 144 golfers, we're going to whittle them down in this video to roughly 70 to 80, we're hoping. So we don't really determine too much about the course today or anything like that. What we will determine, though, in just a moment, is where, mostly where the, actually I forgot to check something, but where the target score for this tournament will be. So that will set after the third round where some of the, where the leaders are going to start their final round. So let's just talk a little bit. This is tournament mode of History Maker Golf. And the reason that we use this is because it gives us the opportunity to rather efficiently produce a tournament without having to go through 144 golfers. It's a very... hold on a second. Where is my... goodness. Well, I'm gonna have to figure this out here, folks. But because what I really need to do is figure out what the 2017 total score is, and then we do a little adjustment via a dice roll to do that. But it kind of sets things up to go on and do the final round. So I will take a second here just to apologize for the fact that I forgot to do something I'm doing here. So I'm trying to sort of spend a little bit of time just talking through it. See, I have a comment. Let me bring up this. Alan and Hammer Time 1031 is yes, back to golf. Love it. Okay. And Alan says hi guys, and I say hi back. So I'm trying to find the schedule. So on my Kindle here, that's basically what I use to actually this was what I needed, I think. 2017. Let's see if I can hurry up and find this tournament before it switches on me. Come on. Don't do this. There it is. Okay. Just trying to find the score. So give me a second, because that will help me determine what we're going to do. So what we'll do is we make if we've used this method before for doing the cut, we make morning and afternoon groups. Really, it's not like pairings, it's just groups, and we divide them into, and why did you just do this? I guess that wasn't the right one. Well, anyway, so, and then we just get it going once we do that. So we have a sheet here that History Maker provides. It's not really a sheet, it's more like a laminated sheet that tells you how to determine out of each pile that we create how many players from each pile will advance to the final, to the weekend. So if you've ever watched golf on TV, unless you're on the Golf Channel, you're probably not seeing much of what is known as the pre-cut stuff. So first and second rounds are mostly You're just trying to make the final, and so you make the final 2 rounds. You also make the money, which is what they're all. Why are you doing this now? We're having some technical difficulties here. Alan just purchased it, so that's great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's takes a little bit of time to get the flow of everything going, and even here why are you not there? This thing is not going to be cooperative. Well, guess what? We will do this in the next video. We'll worry about the target score because it doesn't matter for the cut. So let's just get going here. I'll be right back with the cut stuff. Okie dokie, I'm here, I'm back. Tonight on the Golf Channel, NHL playoffs. Yeah, that's because they're owned by NBC, so they're sort of one of these auxiliary broadcast channels for other things. And, yeah, well, tonight is Wednesday. Tomorrow I would imagine they'll be having, what is this, April? So we just had the Heritage, so then where do they go from there? They used to go up to Greensboro, I think, but now they might do like one of these World Golf Championship events. So here are all the cards. I did the Colonial, and then I did a Slacker Tour event. And so the Colonial was the top 120, so I was able to take all the golfers that were from the 120, the top 120. There were some guys missing because for the Colonial we did have some off, but for the Players Championship it's a big enough tournament we're assuming that everybody's going to play in this that can. The only people that are missing it are injuries, and we have 3 injury exclusions here, so we had to take actually the top 147. We took 3 out for injury, and so that's I believe that was Ziggy Juno was one of them. He is still injured. And who are the other 2? Wyatt Sells is one. And I had a list here somewhere, but I'm not going to dig it up. There's one other one. Rafael Mraz is not in the top 147. Neither is DC Metcalf. They're both injured, and I'm still trying to discover. I'm still trying to think. Actually, what I could do is just look over here. This is easy enough. I have the pile of them right here. I try to keep everything. So one of these guys, Rafael Mraz, might come up. Marshall Weber, he's the other one. So let's get going here. So we've got. What I did is I actually spread these out. I really tried to so these are not going to be all perfectly the same direction. They're all upside down as far as I know, but they're not going to be like, they're not going to be in the same direction because I kind of tried to randomize them as much as I could. The tough part about these cards is that, and the game as you play tournaments, is that you kind of start feeling like the same groups stay together because, it's just, and it probably ends up working itself out. So that was the afternoon pairings. This is going to be the morning pairings. And so I'll just take these and give them another shuffle. But still, let's say you had the top 10 from the last tournament in a pile. Well, only a few of those guys are going to make the next, or make it out of that pile. So some of them are going to get ixnayed anyway. So ixnayed on the Alfgay or whatever. And that was not any kind of, that was not meant to be, that's just Pig Latin. No, don't take my Pig Latin to mean anything of any. I'm not like that anyway. So discriminatory. So we're going to try to make 4 even piles, and we're going to try to make 4 more because we need 8 for each. 8 for the morning, 8 for the afternoon. Okay, so like you say, I saw it made 4, and then we split them again because we need 8 piles. Oh boy, and I just about biffed it there. I mean, it's not really, there's nothing too scientific about it. Okay, so here we go. So we'll use the white and black. We use them in, and I don't know if we need, I'm not sure if we need that, but we use them in ascending order. Hi, D. Scott. So we'll take the first pile here, and we will bring up that guy. Hopefully you guys can all read that. I'm going to close the comments for the moment. And I want to zoom this guy in, so give me a moment while I do that. There. So we're going to start with pile 1, and it's going to be 36. So as you can see from 36, we're going to draw 3, and it'll be top 3. We're going to get 6 out of this, which is a hefty number. So going to draw it back, and I might have to take a break here, which annoys me, but my family's having dinner right now, and I didn't realize they were going to get started so soon. I mean, it is relatively late in the evening, but we also ate a late lunch. So, and I'm not particularly hungry. So, 10. So we're going to take all but 4 of these. And the way that I do this is I roll a 20-sided die to randomize it. So that way I'm drawing 10, or I'm drawing 3. And so I can take them, since 10 is a multiple of 20, I can use all of the rolls on this, and I can flip it back around. So if I get an 11, I can take the first one. So we'll roll this, and it's 19, so 9 will be the first. And then the next count, I start from here. So Myung Cho makes the cut. And we roll another one, so we can, 19 and 20 are not usable, but 9 is, and 9 is going to be this, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be Carol Davis. And one more. 5, again, we'll start from here because it was the last one right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be Ji Woon Ko. He'll make the cut. Okay, so now we take the top 3 remaining. And so what we will do is, I'm just going to start doing these like this. I'm hoping you guys can see them. Ian Robards is a 3A. And so the way you measure the top is 1 is the best. When this is the tournament rating. So you use the tournament rating. 1 is best. In these cards, we're going to see 5 being the highest, or the least competent golfer, the one that's going to end up probably lower down the overall money chart, aggregate, whatever you want to call it, kind of like the long haul. Momentarily, guys might be able to get in, like we saw a 4C, which is Carol Davis. A is better than B is better than C, but the 1 through 5, and actually if you look at the chart or the formula for making these, you can go up to as high as 7, but 3A is probably going to make it in, but there's Martin Van Dyke as a 1C. Here's Dave Simanowicz Jr., who won our last tournament at Colonial. So we'll see. Marus Hirano. We are going to take ties into the next round as well. So Soren Overgaard is not going to make it. Adam Trenchard is going to knock Simanowicz and Hirano out of the Sawgrass Championship. So now the one that's left is a 3C, Malcolm Wiles. He won't make it. So these guys all miss. These three, so Trenchard, Van Dyke, and Robards are the best out of that pile. They will make it that are left. Best that are left. So we got 3 plus 3, so that equals 6. We'll move on to pile 2. And we'll just kind of keep repeating this until we're through all of the piles. There's 34, and as you can see, 34, it's going to give us an outstanding golfer. The outstanding golfers get their own pile in the third round roll. So that will be a draw. So let's fan the cards out here like we did before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is on the side there. I'm going to see if I can get them all relatively in here now. I want you to notice something here. This guy, I can already tell this is one of my custom cards because it's wider than the others. But all right, so 1, and we got 10. So we can roll this in the one roll. It'll be out. He'll be outstanding. He'll get his own pile going into, and we'll have an excellent chance of making the final pairings on Sunday. At 16, which means it's going to be number 8. It's going to be this one here. Nate Killow is going to be outstanding. So we then take the top 3 remaining. So let's again do this. We'll go from this direction this time. As you can see, I said that they would be upside down. So Casey Holder is a 5A. I'm going to put him down here because I think he's going to have a tough time making. I want to make sure you guys see that I'm not doing anything different with the card. Burke Yielding, he's a 2C. He's got a good chance of making the weekend. Lanny Saxerholt. Kevin Percival, I'm going to put him right over there with Casey Holder. Danny Gallatin, so these guys are out. So those are your 3 top ones right now. Will we find a 1 in here? So Alan Duvall, no. Del Hutton, no, he's a 4A. My custom card there, Dylan Reed, 5B, no. Enrique Magallanes knocks Danny Gallatin out. Actually, no, that's a tie. So, in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to take 1. I'm going to circle 1 for being outstanding in my book here. And then we're going to take 4 because we do take ties. So that's going to be 5 going into the weekend out of that pile. And these guys are all going to make some plans for the next tournament, one or the other. Either Slacker or TGT. So we'll go to pile 3. Let me just check comments. Anybody have a question here? Just fire away. It's 12. It's pretty late there in Hanover. So yeah, Alan, if you can hang in there, that's great. If you can't, I understand. Just sometimes you gotta let your body tell you it's time to go to bed. So also there's an adjustment for when you're running a tour. If you see at the very top of this, it's like right up there. It says 11 top golfer only. Well, there's a modification that I use where 11 means an injury as well. So a draw golfer gets injured. And so we will use that if it comes up. But let's roll here for the third pile. And it's 33. So you can see here it's going to be 3 draw golfers, no top golfers. So this is where it gets interesting, because if you get a 1 in these piles and they don't get selected, I'm going to move this guy over a little bit so that way I get a little more room. But if they don't get drawn, they miss the cut. So you could have a very, very good golfer miss the weekend, such as if we were using real-life golfers. It could be Tiger Woods for all intents and purposes. But so we have 9 in this pile, so we're going to draw 3. I have no clue who's in this pile, but someone could get have a rough week at Ponte Vedra, Florida. And that is a 14. I take leans in this and just go the way that they were going, and that's going to be 14. That's going to be 7. Or wait, no. This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Stewart Ash. So now we're down to 8. So anything up to 16. 9. So 8, 9. It's going to be Newt Washburn. And now again, we'll start here. We can take up to 14 now. 2, 1, 2. What's this one? Gail Honorado, a 2A. So we got some higher number golfers. Not too. We did get 1, 4 in there. So now let's see who misses out. So we got 3. 3 draw plus 0 top golfers. So Jae Gun Woo, Tyler Gentry, Augie Kammerman, Dalton Solomon, Austin Montgomery, a custom card, and Parker Melton. So not too many high cards there. So that's seems like the high ones got drawn, which was lucky for them. Okay. So we will keep on moving along. I'm gonna shake them up like this, trying to get some, let's see, any. Gonna keep looking here. Beatles Eternally. And it's going to be 25. So the 25, we're going to draw 3 and then the top 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we got 9 again, and we're going to take, well, I leave these here so that way I can remember what I got. So we draw 3, and we go up to 18, and it'll be 1 right at the very beginning. It's going to be Dale George. So now we're down to 8, up to 16, it'll be 2 right there. Gary Zakowski. 1 more, up to 14 now. Another 2. And it's going to be Mateo Soto, a custom card. He was a 2A. He was likely going to make it anyway. But Heath Sommers, Don Slattery. So we've got 2 that were 2 top golfers. So Slattery probably is not going to go through. Then he isn't. John Hudspeth with a 4B beats him. Evan Aldrich. Okay, the 2A is going to be tougher to beat. You're going to need a 1 now or a tie at 2A. 4C, Andy Jansen. 2B, Shinji Kanishi misses out. So we got 3 plus 2 equals 5. And usually it's going to equal the higher number here. Usually. There are some rolls that you don't get that, and sometimes you get ties, but okay, so we're back to this, and it'll be pile 5. We're halfway through the morning rounds, and we are at 19, which is good. We're kind of right on track here. 25 again. So the same conditions here as far as we're going to draw 3 and take the top 2 that are left. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so 3 and 18. Number 8 will go. That'll be Tagaki Yamasaki. I'll tell you, I did that Slacker Tour event, and there's just so many really names that I'm not used to, and so I'm glad to kind of come back to this where I'm used to some of the names. So we have 9 left, and it's going to be number 9. So we're going to be this one right here, right? 7, 8, 9, yep. Eric Hubbard, there's a 5B making it. So good weekend for him. He'll make some money. what he really wants to do is make the top, I believe it's the top 125 will make it. And then so the third one is going to be a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kenny Service, a 5B. So let's take a look. Let's go from left to right. So we've got Braylon Huffman, a 5C. He's not going to get through when we take 2. Clive Kenny, 4B, probably on the outside looking in. Dustin Jimenez. So a couple of my cards. So Huffman is a no-go. Joshua New is going to knock Kenny out. Otavio Almeida is not going to make it. He's a 5A. Hal Marlowe, a 4B, is not going to make it. And then a 4C, Tord Thorson, won't make it. So we've got another custom card going through in Dustin Jimenez. All right, so up to number 6 in the morning rounds. I want to show you, I'm shaking. I got this really, and I'm way off center here. Let's do this. That's a 12. So only 2 players are going to make it out of this. Maybe I should use the green and white, because the black is, or what I could do maybe is go a little like this. That's still kind of tough to see. But anyway, 12. So as you can see here, 1 draw, 1 top, which is not many. If Emmerich is in this, he will definitely get through. But you could get a 1B missing out if Emmerich were to be in this pile. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is right there. So 1 roll. We can only go up to 11 this time because we're over 10. So a 12 means 1 draw. 15, we got to re-roll. 5. Lefty Meadows. Tough righty is Lefty Meadows. He got that because he broke his left arm in a farming accident when he was younger. Abdiel Yusuf, a 2C. Rudy Wallace, a 3C. I'd be surprised if either of those guys make it, but we'll see. Adrian Hyde, a 4C. Jeffrey Hahn, a 4B. So Yusuf is still the guy. Todd Aaron's a 3B. Ellis Moberly, a 3C. 5B for Terry Berry. 2A is going to knock Yusuf out. So that's Rance Aberley, 2A. 2C, CJ Hope misses. And Delmo Mazzanti, a 5B. He was in one of our early tournaments, but I'll tell you what, with that 5B, he's not going to be in too many final rounds. Rance Aberley, so 2 make it from that pair, or that group. And so with 2 more to go, we've got how many? 26. So we're right on a good pace here, and we will roll now. 56 is going to be 1 and 5, so we'll get a total of 6 out of this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy. Well, I didn't do a great job of making that pile even. So 8, we're going to get all but 2 of them. But we only draw 1, so which one do we get? 8, we go up to 16, and it's 4. So Tom Sudbury is the draw golfer. Let's go ahead and take the top 4 here. Alvestad, Zephaniah Scott, Brian Bauer, and Jeremiah James. So let's order them out. There we go. So going to need 2 that are above 4A to knock these guys out. Yunli Song will do that. Well, any others? Sheridan Cook Jr., no. 5C. 3B does. So there we go. We get... Oh, wait, we need the top 5. So we're going to take 7 out of this. 1 and 6. Okay, so we're going to take the top 5 and a tie between Zephaniah Scott and Brian Bauer. So Celestino Garcia was the 3B. I don't know if I mentioned that. We got Alvestad, Jeremiah James. So we got another custom card, Yun Lee Song. They're all going. Sheridan Cook Jr. is the one who doesn't make it. So what did I say we were at? So that's 10, 9, 28, 33. So unless we have another 7, we'll be under 40, which is good. So let's get to the final pile for the morning. Jerry. Hi, Jerry. How you doing? Just checking my comments here. And 55, we're going to take the top 5 golfers, and that's going to be it. No draw out of this, so let's go ahead. Smokey Novak, Alardo Huerta, Chip Connors. We'll kind of try and, as I roll them over here, put them in order. Suching Tien. All right, so we got the top 5, right? Top 5 golfers. So it's going to be Alardo will be the first one knocked down. That's a 3B, so there's going to be 3 3Bs. So Alardo is going to go on the missed cut pile. 4C, Yi Chen, he will go on the missed cut. And Kerry Finley, a 4B, misses out too. So we got 5, 0 plus 5. So let's go, we're going to pair these, pair those. There's 30, wait, 10, 20, 38 is my count. 38. So we're looking for anywhere from 70 to 80. And so we're right on pace for that. We're just past the half-hour mark, so actually let's leave the missed cut guys right there. Let's not. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put them in a bag here so I keep them out of the way. We can kind of keep things orderly. We'll keep the make the cut guys right there. Outstanding. So we've got 1 outstanding golfer so far. And we still got the afternoon pairings to do. So let's get those right going. Oh, and I just lost my bandwidth somehow. That's great. I feel like this program hits... I'm doing great, Jerry. I feel like this program hits a usage after a few uses. It hits like some kind of a barrier, and then it starts sucking up bandwidth, or like it loses its ability to do whatever, catch or something like that. So it stinks when that happens. I don't know how to fix it. It just does it. It's the way it goes. It's a pain in the rump, really. And like I said, there's no way to set it, because if I reset it, it could also just be my bandwidth may go down at around the time people get, move away from the dinner table. They start streaming Netflix, they start streaming YouTube, they start streaming their favorite show on one of the streaming services. It's just, it's kind of prime time for people. So they start downloading junk onto their computers. And it just kind of like eats up the bandwidth from everybody else, which is fine, because I'm using some bandwidth myself too. So okay, so I'm just going to do the best I can here, guys. I don't know how it's going to work out. It's probably looking a little shifty. But that's life in the fast lane. So that seems a little light. So let's take a card from the heavy piles here. I just want to make sure. Okay, that's fine. And that's fine. That'll be fine. Don't stress, Earl. Don't stress. Starting to look a little better as far as the bandwidth, but then it kind of cuts back again. So let's, first pile right here of the afternoon, it'll be 13, so 3 guys should come out of this. It'll be, what, 2 draw and 1. 13 is 2 draw and 1 top. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 draw. 17. So 18 is the 2 times 9. So that's 17 right there. Jason Olinger. I'll just put it on top there. So now we got 8, and we have 1 more to draw. 10. So 8, 9, 10. Angus Ingram. Is real. He is a heavy metal guitar aficionado, known for wearing schoolboy outfits on the course. Does not make the tour that happy. So Bellano does not get in. So we got 1 top golfer out of this. Nick Yarlett. Dury Sakong. So Yarlett's a 3B, Bellano is a 4A, Dury Sakong, Ethan McMillan a 3B, he's not going to make it. Maurizio Mondragon a 5A will not, and Royal Garibay. So these guys are missing the cut. Kenji Morita with a 2B is able to make it. I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up, but so that will be 2 and 1. So 3 to start. It's good to get some low numbers in a couple of these, so that way you make sure you don't eclipse the 40 mark for a half. So let's go to, just got to rock through this. I'm still seeing bad bandwidth numbers. I don't know why. 55, that's another one of these top 5 only. So you just still have to listen to me, and I'll... So Fabio Antonucci, 3C. 4C Duke Vernon. 4A Chase Stevenson. So we got top 5, so we get 2 more. John Westinghouse, a 3A. He'll probably make the cut. Nishiki Kawahara probably will not, but we'll see. You never know. We've got 3 cards left right here. If 2 of the 3 are higher than 4B, he'll be in good shape. Craig Angelo, 5A, that's a good one for him. Gil Granbury, a 1B, is not, so now he needs either a 4B or better to tie. And it is a 4A. Bob Kleckner knocks him out, so Kawahara misses. He is a tournament winner, and 5 go on. Top 5 and ties. No ties this time. All right. So here we go with the 3rd pile. 45 will be draw 1 and a top 4. So we draw 1. Let's get them fanned out here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so 9, 12. So 9, 10, 11, 12. It'll be Jim Zeithofer. That's the one draw, and now we get the top 5. Or top 4, excuse me. So let's take these 4 and put them right over here. We'll flip these. Darren Sears. Gooch Wilborg, so a couple 3As. They're in good shape, probably. Greg Millwood, a 4C, probably not in good shape. 3C, Alan Kelly. Bubble, I would say. All right, so let's see. Mackay Berry, a 2B. He jumps to the lead. Millwood is no longer in. Dustin Emmerich will make it. Alan Kelly moves out. So the 3C is gone. So now it's a matter of whether there's any more that are under 3A. Palmiro Cavallari makes it. So now if there's one more, that'll knock the 3As out. It's a 3B, John Reasoner, so we're going to take 5 rather than 4, and that'll be 6. Would have rather taken 5 than 6, but that should be okay at this point. We have a little bit, it'll depend on the dice the rest of the way here. So let's see. Number 4, so kind of like the last half of this afternoon. 33, and 33 again is draw 3, so someone could get shivved by the dice here, so we'll see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to draw 3. First one, it's 11. It'll be right from the front. Connor Messick goes. Next up, so we have 9, 15. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alec Newcomb. And finally, with 8, 16, it's going to be this one right here. We start from there. 3A, Franz Hockel. We've seen him before. Now let's see who gets... Oh boy, Trent McAdams. He's the money leader. He misses the cut. Benicio Vasquez, a 3B. A 4A, Luke Henneman. Boyd Jaeger, a 3B. 2C, Carlos Solari. Another one be Gareth Leonard, another casualty of the cut. Justin Wallace, a 2A, so some big hitters there. Missing out. 3 draw, no top. So we are now at 17 with 4 more to go. So guys, just looking at the comments, guys talking about, I think, streaming and whether certain people have the right temperament. For me, it kind of depends on the project. Here we go, 13, so another draw 2. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gonna draw 2 and then the top 1 remaining. So 7, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7. Cam Tullis. He was actually the last guy in. He actually, so I said 144 was the field. It's the top 144 in ties, and he was tied for 144. He makes it in and he makes the cut, so he's going to make some money out of this. And so we got one more draw golfer. 9, 11. So 9, 10, 11. It's going to be a custom card. It's going to be Kaisen Roca. He got into a fight with a journalist one day who did not roll the R in his name, so I really have to be careful because he will come to my basement and pound the ever-loving garbage out of me. So anyway, that's just a little aside about Kaisen Roca. Anyway, Christopher Heath, another custom card. He will probably not make it. Carter Jacobs knocks him out because we're only taking one. But hell, excuse my language, but we got a bunch of custom cards in this pile. But let's, it's okay. We got 3A. There's going to knock them all out with Steve Foshee. So 2B, Greer Copeland the third is going to make it and knock Foshee out. 3C, Patrick Kieran, nope. Lewis Choi, another custom, and then Duncan Kramer, a 5B, which he got a little, it's not easy to see on the, he got a little wrinkled there. Yeah, maybe you could see it right there. I don't know what happened. But they're all missing the cut. Greer Copeland the third makes it 2 + 1 = 3, and we are at 9, 5, 14, 20. So we're in good shape. 20 with 3 left. Even if we average 5, we'll end up at 35. So average 5 the rest of the way. So we'll see. But we would like one that's got like 6, and then the others to be 4. That would be good. So here we go, shaking them up. And there is an injury roll. Okay, well, that'll be fun. So we're going to draw somebody who gets injured out of this. And it's going to actually mean that Rafael Mraz will... Well, it depends. If it is a... if it's a TFN injury, that will knock Mraz back into action for the next tournament. If it's not TFN, then it will just be for this one. So we've got how many? 9 here. I'm going to bring it up like this, and I need to zoom it in a little bit for you. So this is... actually, I can zoom this in even more like this probably to help you out. There we go. So hopefully everybody can see this. This is the injury chart. You can find it at play.com in their free stuff. They give this away, and so when you roll this 11, it initiates. What I can do is I can slide it down a little bit here so you can see at the top it says 11. You replace the 11 that's on the sheet that was on the other screen that just says top golfer only, and instead you draw a golfer who exits the tournament with whatever this injury is, and then the top golfer will make the cut that's remaining. But what we're going to do first is roll the D20 to see which of, and you can see over here that I've got, that's a little weird. Here we go. All right. So let's roll this to see which of the 9. So it'll be 17. So it'll be I'm going to wheel it out here. So we've got 18, 17. It's this one. And it's going to be Ray Tuminello. So I'm going to... and now what we need to do is we need to go back to this, because now we have identified it to be Tuminello. I'll put his card like right here, so you can see it there. Okay. And so he's going to be injured, and now we roll the 2d6s again to see for how long and what the injury is. 14, and 14 means he misses this event and the next something events with a back injury. So not till further notice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll the green die. Dice events. So dice events, I guess it means that I think I need to re-roll 2, or I need to roll 2 dice. So I'm gonna roll the brown and the green. So this will be how many events. We add them together, I presume, because it says dice, not die. And so you missed that one over there. I can zoom it out so you can see, but it's 55. Whoops, wrong chart. 55. There's the brown one. 50, so that's 10. So he's going to miss 10 events. I got to write it down in my book here. Injuries. Ray Tumanello. But that means that we still have... five TFN injuries that are remaining. So Tumanello is out for this tournament and the next 10, which is going to take him through a lot of the season. So he could be in danger of missing out on next year's tour if he doesn't watch it. So, okay, so now we got to take the top golfer. So we've got that out of the way. So a little bit of intrigue there. So the top golfer that's left, Chico Fonseca is a 2C. We've got Demmelmeyer 2B. So we're only taking one top. So if there's an A, or if there's a 1 in here, or a 2A, Ryan Broadus, then Bob Demmelmeyer will miss. He's a slacker player, but he's going to make the tour next year, I can almost guarantee you, unless he gets injured. Joey Manini, Zach Cameron a 5A, Felix David a 5B, 4C for Kirk Redwine. Will Demmelmeyer make the weekend? He does. A 4B for Pettibone. So Demmelmeyer, a guy who it would actually, to be perfectly honest with everybody, to me, it wouldn't surprise me to see him win a tournament and get his, kind of like what I'm trying to remember who. Well, anyway, it'll come to me eventually. We'll probably see him here in the last two piles because I don't think we've seen the golfer. There's a golfer who made the, who earned his tour card by winning. He was a qualifier, and now his name is slipping my mind. But all right, so here is. So we've got how many? 21. We really could use like a 6 here, like a 26, 36, something like that. 15 will work. We draw 4 in the top remaining. So, because what I really want to avoid doing is having under. I don't want to have under 70 because then that makes it a little messy. Then we got to figure out something to do. We got to do a little extra finagling to bring some other guys in from the cut. So, well, we're going to take a lot out of this. High percentage because we're going to take 5 at least. Okay, so the top, we draw 4, and that's 7. So we can go up to 14, and it's 12. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Toshio Takai. We haven't seen him much. Saw him in the first tournament. And he is a qualifier, I believe. So with a 5A, he doesn't make too many events. So now 6, we can go up to 12. 18, so no. 14, we said we need 12 here, buddy. Let's get with the program. 16, you're going to be my contrary D20 today. 12, right on the money, so it'll be this guy. All right, we'll take that because there's Jimmy Kimes. Now we have 2 more we need to get. But now we're at 5, so that's a multiple of 20, which is good. There's 10. Of course, we get another one under 12 now. It's going to be this one because we just took from right here. It's going to be Yair Santana, a custom card. And now one more. Another multiple of 20 is 4. 19. So 2019. Chris Funk. And now the top card from there, a 2C, a 4A. So Braden LaSalle Jr., Ozzie Valenti. And finally, Sonny Lemons is going to knock LaSalle out. So there we go, 5. Lemons with a 2B gets in. 4 plus 1 equals 5. We're at 26. We had 38 to start, and 26 is 74. I think we're in... Wait, 28... No, wait, 26. I think I just... let me see, 9 and 11 is 26. That's 64. So, oh man, I thought we had more than that. let's see. We could really use 6 here. So we had 3 3s and a 1 in this. Could use a 6 on one of these, on this die, and we got a 4, so we're gonna be short. That stinks. What we need is some ties. That's what we need. 24 means we draw a 2 and get the top 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we got a 13, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Lucas Bergman. Down to 8. No, I missed, but that's a 9. So 1, 2, so 8, 9. Denny Rowetter. Now can we get how about 2 ties? How about there's Riker Bolton with a 3C, Carson Riddell, Will Janis, I think was the guy. I haven't seen him yet. Christian Canepa. We might have passed him, and I just am drawn a blank. So wait, so what are we taking? We're taking the top 2. Will Janis, 4B. That would have been our nice tie there. Instead, it's going to be Leon Bay. So the top 2 are Riddell and Janis. Okay, so we are at, and I'm going to double check my math over on this one. So that's 4. That's 10, 16, 27, 30, and 68. We're going to lack 2 golfers. So what we're going to do is how are we going to do this? Let's shuffle these, missed the cut. We'll take 1 from each round. So we've got these that I also pulled out of from the last time. So this is morning here, afternoon there. I'm going to roll my decider die. If it's a dot, we take draw. If it's not, we take top. Top is going to be easier than draw. So, and I think if it's draw, I'm just going to pull one out of the deck. So, not the most scientific way, but so it's going to be draw. So we're going to have to fan them out here. I'm going to shuffle them up. I'm just going to grab one out of the pack here, okay? So we'll go with this one right here. Jae Gun Woo, he's a 3B, so he's not like he's one of the worst golfers in the world. So he's going to make the cut. He slid his way in. I almost said slighted. All right, I'm going to put those cards back, and now we're going to do another roll of the decider die for the afternoon pairings. We're going to get right to 70. Another draw golfer. So, actually, I should have split them into 2 and just gotten 4 so that way, but we'll do 70, right at 70. So another draw. Let's take this guy right here. Why am I picking? And I don't want to take one of my. I really don't want to pick one of my custom cards. I'm not going to do it. Sorry, I'm not doing it. I feel like it's not random. Let's take this one. Leon Bay. Good. I'm just not going to take one of my. I feel like there's something about those cards, so I feel like it's the deck is stacked somehow with that. I don't even know who I pulled out there. It might have been this one, Christopher Heath, but you guys might say, why did you do that? It's just like, I don't know. There was something different about that card, and I picked it out, and as soon as I grabbed it, I'm like, that's one of my cards, and I don't want to do that. So I feel like it's poisoning the system. So We added 2. So that was 30 equals 68. Plus 2 is 70. So 70 make the cut. That's good. We're good enough. It'll get us to the 3rd round. All right, I'll be right back in just a second to close this out. We're right just over an hour. So we just do the best we can. Let me get my comments up here. Bring it. Would be nice. Get the socks. Let's see. We got a lot of baseball. A lot of baseball talk here, which is cool because this is a baseball channel primarily. That's where we started. But yeah, we're trying some other things. I hope this video helps somebody out there. You're right, the Phillies are playing somewhat better. You know, we'll take a win against the Braves there yesterday when things are, you know, it looks like the Braves are improved. I think the Phillies are improved, which is good. It was nice for them to kind of work out some of their issues against some lesser opponents. So they seem to be kind of pulling it together. Maybe they'll get some wins here against some tougher teams. That seems like May is going to be a pretty rough month for them, but you know, they've got the Mets and the Nationals that are going to both be 2 contending teams probably, and then you know, you hit a tough part of your schedule, and that's when it can be tough. But you know, if you can get feeling good playing, yeah, Atlanta is a they're competent this year, kind of like the Phillies are competent this year. Phillies will probably go as far as their pitching takes them. So I think their hitting is going to be okay. They've got some real nice young guys there that I don't know if Santana is going to be the best fit in that scheme, in that system, whatever you want to call it. I think the guy is a little don't count the pinstripe. If you think that this is the if you think that it's if you think this means anything as far as like the first 2 weeks of the season or whatever, then let's bet. Because I think I'm sure the Yankees will turn it around. I'm sure Stanton will turn it around. It's just getting used to the situation, and there's pressure, and he spent the first few years of his career playing in front of like 5 people each night when he played home games. So now he's got a full stadium, and it's you know, and those people expect something. So once he sorts that out and learns how to meet expectations, I think he'll just relax and crush the ball, and then everybody will start slamming Jeter again for trading, just for selling off the farm, and for nothing really. But anyway, all right, so take it easy, everybody. We will be back at least by the weekend. It probably will be Friday. I'm thinking we'll do a 3rd round, and then probably Saturday we'll spend some time at various times trying to play through the final round and see who wins the Players' Championship. Actually, it's the Sawgrass Championship, but this is the TPC Sawgrass Tournament Players Club Sawgrass. So it's if anybody's familiar with it, the 17th, very familiar island green, site of a lot of suspense over the years, and we'll see how that works out for us. But then again, we'll see you soon. Enjoy your tabletop stuff, and we will catch you next time. Thanks a lot.